What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today. Nice and snowy. The good part is this isn't gonna stop. They're actually calling for like 6 more inches tonight, so you know, it'll be good times. But the truck hasn't been started in like 2 days, and we got ice everywhere, so good times, good times. Oh, that window's frozen. That's nice. This is off to a great start already. Alright, guys. Before we get into this video today, I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss out on our content. You can go ahead and hit that notification bell as well. My apologies, radio. Anyway, so you can go ahead and hit that notifications bell down below to never miss any content from us. Well, let's go ahead and get this on the road. I kind of had like an idea today for this video, but it'll kind of just depend on how driving is, to be honest. I don't know, we'll see. But it's very slick, and I have a 2-wheel drive truck with not very good tires on it, so this will be fun. Yep, spinning. Alrighty. Today's topic is automatic versus manual. So today we're talking about transmission types. And so, as many of you know, automatics are becoming way more evolved, way more advanced, more fuel efficient. I mean, they shift a lot faster now. There's really a few reasons. Today is going to be the pros and cons of automatic versus manual. So maybe we can have like a little list on the side of the screen or something like that, for like automatic and manual. Let's go ahead and start off with the pros and cons of each. So with an automatic, of course, they have gotten a lot faster. They are a lot more advanced than they used to be. We have 8-speed, 10 speeds. We have very, very advanced transmissions now that can shift on a dime faster than anything could have, 10 years ago. And with that being said as well, manuals have changed quite a bit. They are not, I still absolutely love a manual, and I will prefer a manual over a lot of cars, and I will get to that here in a sec. What is a good automatic and what is a good manual, in my opinion. However, I will still choose a manual 90% of the time over an automatic, just because it's a lot more engaging to the driver. And like, with an automatic, there's nothing you have to do, it's just gas and brake. It's not as controlling, it's not as, effective in my mind as being in total control of your vehicle at all times. And with that being said as well, manuals do not have the connection that they used to. Back in the 70s, 80s, manuals were actually physically connected to the transmission with a linkage. Now it's all electronic linkage, and it's not actually physically responding to the transmission itself. It's responding to electronic diodes and sensors, and so it's not as effective and useful as back in the day manuals. It's not the same feeling. But automatics, in my opinion, for high performance applications, will succeed far more than a manual. For instance, the Porsche PDK or the BMW SMG. Now those are extremely fast transmissions, and those are dual clutch, so they are technically not a fully automatic. They are considered a semi-manual transmission. However, in any case, there is not a clutch pedal, so I'm going to consider it an automatic for this purpose. So fuel efficiency nowadays is going to be better with the more recent 10-speed automatics that are coming out as compared to a manual. You know, 10 years ago, a manual could be more fuel efficient than a 6-speed, but nowadays with these 8 and 10-speed automatic transmissions, there's really no competition anymore as to which is more fuel efficient, and that's going to have to go to the automatic in this case. As for applications in my mind, so like I said, high performance applications are going to be more suitable for the automatic transmission, but your average vehicle, you know, like a Mustang, Camaro, Challenger, you know, things that aren't high performance, but cars such as like the Porsche 911 GT3, you know, any sort of like Mercedes, you know, the SLS AMG GTR, Ferrari, Lamborghini, applications in that such, I would definitely go in automatic. And a lot of the times they're only offered in automatic nowadays as well, so you don't really have a whole lot of a choice there. But in the application of modern day muscle cars, or you know, muscle cars if you want to call them that, they're morphing into sports cars more or less now, but like an M4, you know, not super high class performance car, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Those are what go to a manual in my mind. Now there's some cars like sitting on the line there, like a Z06, like a C7Z. That's really more of like driver preference, because the 8-speed is a good transmission, the paddles are super responsive, but the 7-speed manual is also a blast. Now automatics will put down better track times 90% of the time. Now the only reason I say that is because you can't throw out the driver error in the manuals. I'm not saying a manual can't be faster than an automatic, because it definitely can. However, it all depends on the driver, and so I'm not going to tell you guys that a manual is going to beat an automatic every time. It may, but with the same driver every time. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of up in the air, but more than likely an automatic is going to beat a manual on the drag strip. And with that also being said, it's the same scenario, depends on the driver. The manual driven cars are going to depend highly on the driver as to what times you can put down on the track. But 0 to 60 times are often a little faster, like 0.1, 0.2 seconds faster with an automatic versus a manual. And of course that all depends on your driving. If you miss a gear, that's going to be a little different, you know. If you're not faster than that automatic is at shifting, which there's a good chance you won't be with modern day dual clutch transmissions, but I'm not saying there isn't somebody out there that can't, because you know their sugar cell is. So of course it all comes down to driver preference and what you feel like you want to deal with. A manual car is not going to be suitable for, you know, New York City traffic, stop and go, interstate or something like that. You know, you're probably going to want an automatic just for, you know, comfort reasons, fuel economy reasons, things of that nature. But I still prefer a manual to a lot of things nowadays, but there's some cars that I will of course take in an automatic all day long, like the PDK and the SMG I mentioned. But I still very strongly side to the manuals. But like I said, it's all part of your preference, you know. It's depends on your area you live in. If there's a lot of traffic, I wouldn't advise it. Maybe get one for like a little weekend car or something of that nature. But it's preference, it really is. And I'm not gonna tell you which to buy, because you know, each have their pros and cons like I've listed here today. But I love manuals. I will continue to love manuals, even though they are not true manuals like they were back in the day. Electronic or not, I still love them, and my next vehicle will be a manual. So, and I would love to share that experience with you guys whenever that does occur. But until then, Hope you guys enjoyed this video about pros and cons of automatic and manual transmissions. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss anything. And I will catch you guys later.